1、2、3、4，1、2、3、4，有冇聲音？有冇聲？有冇聲？Hello， 月子係啊，cut 一 cut 都俾你聽到啊嘛。好，哇！太耐冇開啦，咁啊，所以咧，我開直播都唔識開嚟噶。哈利小布你好。你好啊，聲音有冇問題啊？咁耐冇開啲嘢，機器唔知有冇壞到啊 ？Hello， 魚人，喂，唔好意思啊，等等啊。OK， 好，翻嚟啦，我哋繼續阿倫醒醒先，我哋要繼續落去。我都哇太耐冇開咧，都唔知去到邊啦。有冇 game 聲而家 ？game 聲有冇問題 ？Hello Venus 你好啊，而家係咩行政拘留？邊個行政拘留？唔係行政拘留，好多樣嘢。嗰期又病得好犀利，唔係病得好犀利嘅，出唔到聲，跟住又好忙喎嗰排，跟住咧病咗好耐都好唔返，而家好咗少少，都未好晒。我中個喉嚨先，我驚講唔到嘢。咁啊，我唔記得玩到邊添啊，就淨係。我哋嚟啦，開始我哋，唔知去到邊度啦已經。好耐冇直播 Venus 啦，都好耐，真係好耐。咩唔算忙啊？咁得閒開自拍隨時都開到啦。直播唔係隨時都開到啊嘛。Hello Warrior 你好啊，阿沙你好啊，終於開台啦，係啊，大家好啦，好耐冇見啊。希望可以即係繼續維持到開到台啦，我都唔知得唔得。
Groggy, whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb.
冇劇情睇添。哎呀，我上次
someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think, couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here, no manuscript pages.
哇！上次我睇咗，我睇咗嗰個前回提要，跟住所以就嚟咗呢度，死啦！更加唔知做乜嘢添，之前係，總之都係揾老婆啦，係嘛？仲係仍然係。
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
呢個邊個嚟嘅呢
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten.
個？哦，會唔會突然間喺呢個診所可以攞翻啲記憶？其實佢一早已經喺診所裏邊，而家先翻真實世界，會唔會？頭先佢講咩冇原稿都冇喎，唔知死啦！我哋已經唔記得晒啦，已經。上次係做緊咩嘅咧？上次喺即係個車房度打咁樣，喺個工廠度製木工場，唔係佢俾人呃咗話有個人話可以帶佢見到老婆，但係去到根本就唔係咁樣嘅，類似，跟住就翻嚟呢度。
Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
跟住哈德曼醫生 ，Hi 你好，咩翹手啊你？知好唔滿，好唔滿意我咁，可唔可以周圍行下咧？誒、可以周圍行下嘅喎。畫畫喎呢間房係，哦呢度啲病人咧全部都係啲專業人士啊，會唔會啊？我咧就係作家啦，跟住有啲就係畫家啦。會唔會係咁樣啊？有2包糖喺度添，可能係喎。我係1號房，係咪我係病人啊？就係幾靚呢度。
Now, Alan,
點解佢受咗傷嘅佢個鼻
with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this.
即係佢老婆一早死咗啦，已經 浸死嘅。
You're suffering from hallucinations,
哦，
paranoid
呢個可能係真實喎，真係。
unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams.
係咪解？
Your mind has constructed an elaborate
係咪
fantasy
解説緊啊？終於
in
都
which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped,
我一
and
早知，一早
supernatural
估到
forces of
啦。
darkness are trying to stop you.
點解佢唔會一路行一路講？佢啲景都幾靚啊，係個人做得唔係好真，個人樣做得唔係好靚，啲動作唔係好
We go
靚。
this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying.
佢一定講大
Under
話。
the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head.
即係到而家
You've been making it up.
都唔相信佢，
Apart from the tragic accident with
但係好
your
真喎，
wife,
好似佢講
no
得。
one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your
係
mind?
啊，我覺得
You're
係
a
啊。
skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
所以，但係佢而家係主角係唔相信佢喎，而家係好堅決地。但係我相信係咁樣，一開始我都係咁諗啦，已經太科幻啦，實在。啊，之前嗰啲係啊，未好翻晒啊，的確。聲有啲沙，飲多啲水，飲咗好多水。阿修話即係 FF 太多。啊，你志明你好，食多幾粒喉嚨痛，咩食多幾粒喉嚨痛？喉糖係嘛？師傅你想講？點解去邊度呢？應該唉，我都係仲係有啲咳啊，唔知點解啊。
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
所以咪幻覺咯。
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
咁即係我個意向應該都係要 keep 住喺我幻覺裏邊，會咁講嘅話。
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
啲姑娘個樣咁惡嘅，呢啲病人啊。
Scary, scary.
Emerson.
我都係跟住佢走嘅。
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Ew.
Hi, DJ 你好。
Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
咁我係點樣啊？我係無啦啦有一日醒咗咁樣，然後佢重新介紹呢個地方，定係我啱啱到步啊？揾佢治療啊？
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
閲讀我有得。要求你嘅朋友提早預約會客時間，以免干擾呢個療程或者創作。尊重其他病人嘅私隱、個人空間。尤其係佢哋專心創作嘅時候，全部都創作人嚟嘅。我哋嘅病人通常都有長期嘅創作困難啊，而呢一種問題咧唔會一夜之間消失啊，所以咧俾自己多啲時間嚟解決問題啦。記住啦，你係自願接受為你度身訂造嘅療程，我哋已經註冊咗商標，專注療法。姊妹療程流動。唔知有冇咩特別？周圍行下。
My rheumatism's killing me.
真係落雨。
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm!
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
咁究竟我嚟呢？我係咪第一日嚟
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
啊，有啲咩喎？
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
咁佢都好唔相信嘅醫生喎，睇嚟都係。
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
即係呢個都係佢嘅
no.
嘅寫
We'll
作嘅
have
部
a
分。
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Go
Oh,
walk out,
just
Chip.
notice leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too.
但係佢哋真係好似傻佬咁樣嘅喎。我翻間房先，好奇怪啊！佢個 poster 周圍咁黏。哎呀哎呀！ 有執嘢，我啲掣唔知點撳啦已經。
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
係咪真係要去呢對門度啊？如果咁講嘅話。
Dream and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't.
真係唔知唔聽佢講嘢啦，上去啦，啊，打字。
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
嚇，穿咗個窿啊！真係。
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
點解咧？點解會？
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. 哦，咖啡杯。仲未落得出雨喎。
放翻自己間房先。好啦，寫字啦，打字啊。哦，嚟啦。
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool,
我哋俾
okay?
人監視緊，基本上。
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
逃出去嘅方法，混亂啊！
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling.
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
發生咩事？
It's my storm. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
咦，兩員工咁啊，成班人一齊癲晒，基本上 Q 咩啊？又有個 QR code，驚死人唔嚟睇。上次唔記得啊，邊個幫我 scan 咗嚟睇話？
Sinclair looked
我唔記得
bad.
咗添。
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
The backstage is all yours, Tom.
I had to get to
Seize your
Hartman's office.
destiny.
He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
哇！佢真係打暈咗個護士喎。
Maybe you could come out and beat our
呢度冇乜太少啲護士醫生咯喎，係嘛？佢啊呢間房開鎖。
The markings on the tape said they were
Ew,
recordings
KSI.
Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't believe it.
Can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna
變咗另一個人
But
嘅。
you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's pretty producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale.
佢會見到嘅嘢同我一樣。
Property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah, I can get a warrant. How's your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now.
呢啲以為我啲敵人嚟嘅，揸住士巴拿同埋斧頭。
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one.
哇！多謝表啊！
Further communications with me are to be made through
多
my
謝
lawyer.
火力。你好啊！
Yeah.
哎呀死啦！我冇乜聽佢呢個講咩添。嗰個畫家畫到我啲敵人出嚟喎，我咪影響咗佢？定係我嚟到呢度，大所有病人都俾一啲嘢影響咗？
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge.
哇！完全唔知佢講咩呢個。
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderlies.
同我頭先遇到嘅嘢好似冇。但係呢一集叫真相喎，係咪應該真？天上讀埋封信嘛？讀埋啊！我驚沉氣得滯喎，因為佢成隻 game 都好多嘢睇，即係太齋睇字嚟而家啲，係啊係。封信。
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
嗰個綁匪？綁佢老婆嗰個唔係啊！死啦！我唔認得啦已經。咁搞笑，但係呢張相咁放到咁大張咁樣影，呢個邊個嚟啊？
I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird
Barry?
Eh?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
走啊！咁奇怪嘅，咁即係有啲嘢又係真嘅喎。之前，唉，我都好亂，都唔知邊啲真邊啲假。
These were all the pages I had on me.
阿 Rose 都係俾人哋控制咗先至咁啫。
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well. was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Wow. Oh. 咁係真實嚟㗎，真係，即係嗰啲怪係真實嘅，黐線！我綁匪之前俾槍你，又叫你幫手講怪嗰個 P 機，死啦！我唔記得上次係咩？死啦！唔記得咗啦已經。
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
呢個即震我嘅預測。點走啊？邊啊？哇！哇！唔知啊！開門啊！唔該。喂！救命啊！快啲啊！快啲啦！喂，點樣跑？我唔知點跑。哇！黐對門。需要光線啊！通過啲書架要光線啊！我點樣光線啊？開燈啊！哇！點啊！哇！受傷！喂，我唔知何來有光線俾我啊！哦，我咪避過佢得㗎啦。開唔到喎，啲燈點開啊？光線，陽台有個發電，哇！要去到好遠啊咪，係咪上？哦，要上去喎呢個，我會就嚟死嘅。救命啊！救命啊！我唔記得點跑喎。我咪照緊啊！照緊啊！照射緊啊！照射緊。再啟動喎。可能唔夠啊！再嚟一次先，快啲啊！再觀看，要清晒嗰啲家私先啊！睇嚟要，清晒啦應該。呢度未？咦？呢度未？哇！哇！頂你個肺！唔係喎，呢度出嚟。喂，生翻出嚟嘅，好似。喂，我唔知喎，喂，喐唔喐到盞燈㗎？喂，不停用嘅呢個，喂，死唔識玩呢個。我咪要 定係我要引啲怪過嚟呢度，引啲嘢？我喐唔到盞燈喎，但係，喂佢着一陣嘅啫喎。我唔知去邊添，死火！唔觀看啊，即刻衝落去啦，係嘛？哇！咦？而家閂咗門嘅？哦，咦？喂，哎呀，傻咗！我應該去頭先嗰對門係啱嘅，頭先我。喂，冇啊，冇啊！喂，死咗！快啲開齋 ！Hello， Sister 你好。頂開就齋啦，而家點啊？喂，有冇電筒啊？喂，開啦！喂，做乜嘢？即刻上去啦，唔使諗。照到冇晒先要。等我爬上去，掣都撳錯。啊！快啲啦！照唔死唔晒喎，記得照2鑊啦要。開咗啦，見到對門開咗。諗埋啊！頭先我啱嘅原來。喂，唔好撞住我，唔好撞我。喂，夠啦夠啦。喂，點啊？救命啊！喂，有誒，信號彈喎有。哇！點啊？個信號彈點開我都唔記得啦。我咪要信號彈佢要。哇！頂你啊！喂，點樣開信號彈啊？撳錯掣。照爆你啦！哇，啱啱好嘅啫喎。哇！呢邊。拎嘅原稿，攞原稿先。
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
走啊！喂，開唔到門嘅，咁點啊？喂，哇！撞緊埋嚟入。咁點啊？代表咩？佢會撞埋嚟打我啊！呢個波，哇！撞爛對門，哇！撞埋過嚟，碌緊過嚟啊！哇！我幾時先可以衝過去啊？咁樣，我唔敢行過去喎。哇頂！唔理啦，照行啊！喂，出去啦！我要引佢打爛對門啊！要嗱，好麻煩喎，定係我要打死佢啊？唔似喎， 哇！哇！又死！咩啊？中意魔改嘅編輯，好明顯係啦，而家。我咪都要等佢撞爛對門。哇！咁都嗨到，我點打佢啊？但係，哇！頂你啊！誒撞爛啦，撞爛啦！哇！頂喂，嗨到都中啊！嗨到都有傷害，黐線！喂，你一早咁遠啫你？喂，就死咯！你 OK 喎，好似。哇！使唔使揾下原稿先嘅喺度？可能有原稿執嘅喎呢度。我冇燈啊！我要燈啊！咁點啊？可唔可以俾我嚇？你開門俾我仲好啦。哇！哇！哇！黐線！喂，開門啊！頂你！哇！冇電啦已經。喂，點玩啊呢度？又冇電。喂，佢走咗，唔理我，即係要打。喂，就去叉翻快啲電啊！可唔可以叉快少少？呢度咪有光其實。我要照爛對門原來，哇咁樣嘅原來，哇執嘢，哇 save point， 叉電，呢個係咪嚟㗎？誒，圍攻嚟嘅喎，要玩。等我行去嗰邊唔得㗎，要我翻嚟呢度先。喂，有保溫壺喎，保溫壺喺度。我估到嘢執㗎啦。雖然頭先個劇情好想你快啲走啊，其實唔想逗留喺呢度啊。哦，我頂扣血，突然間照唔到佢啦已經。啊耶！飲水 please。啊，多謝關心，冇水喺度先而家。上次咩睇唔到我好啦，咩睇到你啊 ，Kim 你好。我睇到啊，睇到你。補曬下陽光先，喂，曬下燈先。好啦，要行迷宮啦，真係要冇得揀啦，係咁玩㗎啦。你點出去㗎？哇！嚇死我咩？哇！頂你，我都估到啦。 哦，頂兩邊夾攻。Don't trust Emily 啊 ，Amy。咩聲？原稿。
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field.
堅持飲水係咪？冇啊，冇水嘅，要斟水。汽水得唔得？汽水？啊，冇啦！迷宮仲要揾到我，哇！第一個，哇！聽到啲腳步聲，冇啦，冇咁恐怖啦！哇！頂你啊！喂！喂，避一避先！哇！救命啊！唉，好煩，逐粒蛋上嘅，可唔可以快少少啊？上蛋。
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
有隻大怪喎，即係話水怪。咩啊？如果你冇辦法同意睇本台，就他們就會翻電視。嚇死人咩？嚇變咗聲佢。Hi。哇！頂你個肺！我照死佢未啊？我已經唔理嗰啲雀仔啊！啲雀仔會整死我喎，原來。頂啊！啲光殺咁，你殺咗雀仔先係咪真係要？啲雀仔會唔會無限㗎？唉，麻煩，唉，麻煩。 啲雀仔。搞掂！哇，頂你啊！照死你啲雀仔先，頂你個肺啊！哇！黐線，用晒所有嘢咯已經。OK。咩啊？我話 long time no see, miss you so much。見到，多謝，終於開台，得啦，咳到甩肺，飲完水翻嚟，子彈不怕上，一粒粒上私人上。Hello Fiona， 早晨啊，終於直播啦，係啊，好耐冇見啦，各位。大家好，哇！哇，兩條友原來。爭啲想用嗰個信號彈射死佢哋。我真係睇下有冇嘢執，冇乜子彈噶咯喎，已經。咩側田啊？點解講側田無啦啦？執嘢嘅地方。哇！有散彈槍，又有原稿。
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
保重身體，會啊，會啦。而家已經係好咗好多噶啦，比之前已經。同埋有翻啲精神，之前連精神都冇，好攰。之前係驚我呢個位，好難打，同埋 feel 到呢度。喂，哇！頂你啊！喂，要散彈啦，睇嚟要。哇！冇電啦，已經個電筒。我都啞聲，嘈生晒。咩嚟㗎？哦 ，what？ 黐線佬，冇電啊！我電筒點玩啊？咁樣冇得集中照。
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay.
即係就我哋走嘅時候會撞車嘅，咁樣講。
Just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
咩嘢順子唔答我？咩啊？證明你專心玩緊，咪咯，我咪答咗你咯頭先。啊，我又漏咗你啲留言咩？斟水飲先係嘛？可能要科金先飲啊，幾好喎！科金飲水。轉頭啦，轉頭啦。係我知道咁樣，係啊，把聲又差。 所以都唔係好想直播嘅，唉，把聲又唔係好聽。令到阿 Tom 做啊 ，check point 先。好多烏鴉聲，我想講。哇！ 有腳步聲，哇！咁你個肺啊！喂！哇！重傷。 我諗住睇下有冇嘢執啫。誒，呢度有嘢執啦，補給站啊！呢啲空投嚟嘅根本就係空投箱。唔知去邊喎？之後咧，跳落水啊！唔通要我？啊，唔係有樓梯。哇！檢查點咁快一個 checkpoint 呢度？哇！好多嘢執！哇！好多嘢執！哇！哇！好多子彈！哇！喂？ 係咪阿 Barry 喺嗰度啊 ？Barry，
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
即係一陣我係咪會俾佢捉翻啫？始終都係。唉，唔知啊！呢啲原稿唔知係咪真嘅？哇！你回吐唔會嘅，有得執先好。你做個 Barry 真㗎嘛？真人嚟㗎嘛嗰個。周圍望下先，仲有冇人？佢邊度執咁多嘢？應該要打大佬㗎啦，我 feel 到。
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the
你快啲啦！
loose in the lock, so
喂，後面啊我，頂啊！邊個啊又？哇，好多隻喎，黐線！喂！ 快啲啦！樹枝你個頭咩？頂你！哇！頂死咗！唉，麻煩。我都要放嗰個閃光彈，拖延下時間先。 哇！頂你啊！哇！喂！哇！俾一避先，頂你個肺啊！哇！ 咁難玩嘅豬隊友，咪咯？呢啲真係豬隊友，快啲開門啦！頂你，慢到死，用散彈睇嚟要。一嘢殺晒啦呀！閃光彈，我覺得匿喺度穩陣啲。快啲啦，頂你得未啊？快啲得未啊？真定假㗎？ 真噶嘛？唉，頂你個兩粒，哇！呢個撞死佢啲人嗰啲，喂一早咁做啦，攞埋塊牌，幾搞笑。
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this.
但係佢一陣會撞車喎，如果睇佢份原稿。
I don't care what anybody says. I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
早晨啊，明明。 跟住我俾人捉翻去喎，應該你咁講。如果跟翻原稿嘅話
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry.
咁即係而家唔係幻覺嚟喎。
She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can.
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The
Wow,
Andersons
cảm ơn
knew
rồi.
about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Ow! God damn it! Out! Talk to me.
好翻啊！冰冰話好翻少少咯。咩叫快啲啦？
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere
啲
to
把
be
槍
seen.
你唔見啊？頭先唔係有把聲嘅咩？揾佢喎要。哇！我連呢個電筒都冇埋，又冇槍。Hi Barry.
Barry!
Barry.
Oh man, you're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice. I was trying to get out of the car, but the clown gave way. Man, what a drop. Don't worry.
人形版冇事。
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down though. It's like a sheer wall.
咁點啊？
Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken. Use a flare, Barry.
喂，
Oh, yeah.
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
但係點落去？
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
又係啊！唔好啦，一齊去啦！
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't
吓，
worry about it. I'm on the case.
冇啦
Now，he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
點解咧？係咯，一齊過咪幾好，得我一個。Hello，多多，晚上好啊！半個月啦喎，仲未好啊？半個月嘞咩？有半個月嘞咩？冇半個月啊嘛？有咁耐嘞咩？真係未好晒啊！真係。其實我之前都冇 cut 嘅，而家今日就 cut 翻轉頭，我都唔知。喂，救命！點啊？喂，點啊？又嚟？我已經冇電筒搞佢咯喎。係好麻煩。乜都冇喎而家。我又有咁多，哇！救命啊！走啊走啊走啊！冇啊，走啊！
Shadows crawled over the gate.
燈呢？
I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
轉個光點樣轉啊 ？How to do this? How? LS 嚇點轉啊？哦，唉冇反應。轉呢邊啦，但係冇燈，都冇未着燈喎。咁點着燈啊？佢都要着燈呀？
I hope there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here.
又要揾發電機。食糯米卷啊！糯米200鹽係咩？係咪啲藥唔得啊？有冇其實有冇睇醫生？有啊，睇咗㗎啦，食晒㗎啦。本來好翻啲啦，但係而家唔知點解今日又又咳翻少少咁樣。唉，咩講咩應我？你到同你講咩先頭先？我淨係我嗨咗，咪應咗你我嗨咗咯。 打咗落嚟嘅啫我。屌佢！喂，原稿又有。
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became.
哇，今晚玩唔到一集喎，睇
His
嚟。
hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
呢度啊！照爛佢。呢度有冇嘢執㗎？你估？有冇嘢執？我而家連槍都冇，應該都冇嘢執㗎啦，最多都係執咖啡杯嘅啫，應該。唉，跑一陣喘氣佢。因為最近好多人病，即係係啊，啱啊，大家咁話啦，勁多人病啊！講真，我想行埋呢邊咁黑蚊蚊，雖然好黑蚊蚊，但我都想望下。哦，冇嘢嘅，原來真係。好啦。
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
係咯，乜都冇，即係一定齋避嗰啲鋪。Just no one in the dark。呢個見過啦，呢句。但我行邊邊呢？哇！已經聽到啲聲啦。哇！咁快脆，快啲，快佢！哎呀頂！喂，我中咗捕獸器喎，原來。哇頂！好難玩。
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
可唔可以快過佢哋去整呢個發電機啊？得唔得啊？我嗨到個捕獸器先。2、3，頂！又中埋，哇！中埋捕獸器，哎呀，慘！哇！咁我冇辦法，咁我點啫？我冇得射死佢哋嘅喎。咁我哋現晒形都冇用噶，我都，喂，頂你個肺！喂，哇！就嚟俾人抌4個人啊，原來有。咁點啊？哇！唔識玩啊呢度，咁點啊
？I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
咁我又冇武器，咁又照唔死佢哋，鬥快開嗰個咩嘅啫喎，開嗰個發電機嘅啫喎。行側邊會唔會好啲啊？咦？喂，側邊佢喺呢度添啊，直情係。唉，仲衰咁啊咪！唔理佢直接走，跳落去。哇！直接走呢個位，哦，直情唔開個，喂！ 過嚟一笨。咁我開唔到中間嗰個 checkpoint 喎，我啱唔啱路啊？呢度其實我冇，不過佢俾得我應該啱啊，應該。哦，中間即係其實唔使開嘅，其實個陰嚟嘅。
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
哦，走咗啊！即係佢。Oh no！ 又話等我嘅。啲隊友，豬隊友。撳住 B 可以換支勁燈。電池都係冇槍。咦，佢咪嚟接我啊
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
哦，吓，應該係佢嚟㗎嘛？誒 ，OK， 即係煩，一開對門都要咁樣開。誒，咩啊？
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange... The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and change the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
睇完唔知講乜嘅喎，缺頁。
Spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
不斷把原稿放喺路度。哦，咁即係跟住佢行喎，仲有份原稿喺前面喎。我貼，誒，我唔係嚟㗎。喂！哇 ，sorry。喂，我冇咗發光嗰部分嘅，搞錯啊！我又冇槍，超！我純粹殘下眼嘅啫喎。我點知邊啲係原告，邊啲係陷阱啊？我個陰我以為有原告執添。 哇，好多黐線！哇，向個光嗰邊行先。係咪太陽？唔係喎。哇，開燈先啦，唔好諗啦，快啲啊！哇，有散彈槍。
Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
乜都冇。佢上面有個咖啡杯，唔知點樣攞上面個杯。我點上去㗎？哇！我揾齊晒份成份嘢喎。中部受欺達人，好難。我唔算中啦，頭先我係俾佢攻擊咗先踩到啫。咦？唔係我仲有嘅喎，下邊。哇，一半啫喎。如果講緊 要攞咖啡杯。哦，哇！我嚟攞杯嘅啫，我唔係想同你打，我唔想嘥子彈喎喺度。佢會唔會中捕獸器？佢走咗落去。我又走落去，你又走落去，我又走落去。我去翻光呢度先，吸收下日月精華先。係捕獸器嚟嘅，全部都。我照會有嘢執。喂，咁叻嘅，哇，好叻！哇，大嘢嚟嗰隻。我諗我都要殺佢哋睇嚟。哇！咁多人嘅，黐線呢度咁多人嘅。哇！咁難打喺度，喂光啊！死開啊你哋！即刻消失晒。哇！頭先嗰個大佬嚟喎，中間嗰隻。OK。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
出咗嚟啦，係嘛？睇下佢入咗嚟先。
Hello? Anybody here?
哦。
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
雖然佢嗌得咁慘，我都係執到嘢先啦，梗係。可能佢喺上邊。點啊 ，Barry 冇事啊嘛你？我嚟啦！我開唔到門。哇！點啊？推喎。
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's something's bad guy who wrote this crap. Anyway.
咁冇㗎咯，呢個唔係 Barry 嚟嘅呢個。調查小屋冇咯喎。
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
你可唔可以改寫個
I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next.
Hello, Cindy.
Hi. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
即係而家要佢要救佢個老婆，就要寫自己入去呢個故仔度嘅。佢而家有少少講到係佢嘅寫作係影響咗真實世界，佢有呢種能力喺度嘅。而家好似感覺係佢而家係俾人利用緊，佢唔知做啲乜嘢啦，係利用緊唔知做乜。喂，點啊？冇咯喎，睇下個電視機落去咯咁樣。我哋好鬼暗。哇！嚇死我！咩聲？哇！仲未照到佢嘅喂！哇！好彩啫！你就係 Danny 啦。得，我哋幫上面嗰位仁兄報咗仇啦。你出翻去？咦，出唔到去？哦，呢度。OK。
The front door was locked.
喂，出去，出去。
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
誒，呢度仲有路行喎。哇！地路。哇！有嘢執。執完嘢就有怪嘅，成日都係。仲要有啲唞氣聲咁樣。呢度上唔上到翻去間屋度啦？哇！上唔翻。咁好啦，走咯，攞完嘢走咯。等下先上車，睇下仲冇嘢執先。廁所呢度箭嘴。應該指去嗰個地牢度嘅，應該講緊。有原稿喎。
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in. And quickly.
頭先佢講到佢話要寫啲嘢都要同真實性要好相似，即係都要真實啲先至會成事嘅，即係又唔可以太科幻，好複雜啊成件事，我覺得。喂，係咪冇嘢執喎？呢度冇嘢執翻去咯，我哋。好啦，揸車啦。執埋個原稿應該冇啦，有冇啲咖啡杯嗰啲啊？揸車走我哋。
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm.
For a moment,
I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
即係 Barry 係好人嚟㗎。都話一齊去，有咖啡杯嘅，可以中途落車㗎。係喎，哦，原來咁樣。OK， 有得咁玩。咁其實我可以行落去都仲得喎。 Hello 家樂，好耐冇見，係啊，炒車 please。呢個又唔係賽車 game。呢個應該轉油喎。有冇掛可以俾我車死佢哋？特登行第二邊會點咧？呢度有箭嘴喎。 有箭嘴喎呢邊，叫我入去喎。入呢棟屋，有呢間屋我叫我。上去樓梯佢叫我。咦？執下電先。補給品。點解成日喺屋入邊聽到啲呼吸聲嘅？好乞人憎啊！啲呼吸聲。 係啲配樂嚟嘅定係？但係入到嚟先係咁嘅啫喎。有個床冇嘢喎，上面就咁樣啫喎。做咩指我上嚟嘅佢？乜都冇喎上面。我諗佢指嗰個補給箱啫，應該係。 喂，閃啦咁，點啊？我哋走。咦，可以換？我咪可以坐第二架車啊？咦，可以換車喎啲嘢，咁搞笑 ！GTA 咁喎，換車先，會唔會改變咗歷史咁樣？我仲要行錯方向喎而家。 會又有第二架車揸喎，咩咖啡杯都幾聞，哇！仲得換車添喎，仲要得，咦？有得上去喎。其實佢要我去農場先嘅，我係咪咁樣唔係咁啱 ？GTA 咁啊，而家好似。 呢個信號台嗰啲嚟喎，應該係。哇！換啲勁嘅獵槍。
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
冇散彈，不過好似散彈槍好似好啲喎，係咪咧？唉，是但啦，執到乜用乜咯。哇！慳下電先。哇頂！ 撞爛架車。我兜咗個圈喎。哇！咩事？哇！有怪啊！前面，可唔可以車死佢啊？撞死你啊！我有車換添喎，仲可以換車撞佢哋。哎呀，應該換咗啊！吉普車先至好撞啲喎，感覺上呢架應該好弱喎個感覺。呢度撞死晒佢哋先啦！哇，笠你覺得。哇，爽！照到佢冇晒嗰啲黑掹掹嘢，就再撞佢。冇咯，得翻呢隻咋係嘛？好似係。你仲有你喎？死啦！大力！哇！仲有冇？好，清場，好似係清場啦，好似。我連可能換架車易撞啲，可能係我哋俾你選擇。咩啊？暴力經營有太陽拳就正晒，係啊，啱啊！捨得飲水未飲水係喎。呢度點樣上去咧？呢度上唔到去嘅。呢度走噶咯喎，我係嚟呢度喎，啱喎，我冇嚟錯喎。跟翻條車路，跟翻啲車胎痕先。哦，嚟到呢度就停咯喎，冇咯喎。OK， 原來你有睇我留言，我回帶睇翻，有啦。收音聲大啲 ，please。你原來未好翻晒啊！應該係，哇！咦？得前面有喎。OK。哇！咩事？我呢個又要照佢啊！好嘥電喎，照呢嚿嘢。佢將嗰啲呢啲機器全部魔化晒。除咗人之外，哦，照下燈先。即係啲交通工具全部都魔化晒，全部都。誒，冇路行呢度，點啊 ？Hello Raymond， 多謝課禮，多謝 share 添啊！呢度點樣行落去？哦，呢度落去啊！呢落去咪頭先我撞？哦，唔係頭先嗰度嚟嘅。 咩啊？不過我把聲冇乜點變咩？係咩？哦，而家咪其實我係好翻咗啲，跟住今日又好似差翻少少咁樣咯。係啊，唔知點解把聲又 OK 啦。之前差啲把聲，之前開唔到聲咁滯，沙晒把聲。有箭嘴啊！又有嘢執咯。指喺邊度？指喺邊度？我覺得有怪喺度，執完就有怪。哇！手一隻，哎呀，早知一嘢打死佢啦！我又周圍行啊，又唔行主劇情啦，又廁所啊！呢個一定係冇嘢執嘅廁所。無啦啦話我冇教佢個女喎，頭先嗰個農場嗰個人，我都冇搞過你個女。我去翻主劇情嗰度位先要。啲紅色嗰啲咩嚟嘅？咩嚟㗎？箭哦，咦？煙花嚟嘅喎，火箭。射上天空啲信號彈嚟㗎，未好翻實鬥膽開台，把聲魔化咗。佢本身就係魔。咩醫院唔方便睇。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
哦，佢講佢個農場係佢嗰個舞台。
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
哇！哇！哈哈
God damn！
呢個rock band 有個舞台呢個係。
So glad you decided to go it alone. Shut up and shoot!
哇！突然間用。
We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
哇！頂你個肺啊！哇！死晒啊！唔該。哇！頂邊個啊？幾好喎！佢喺度射呢個煙花，哇！射死晒佢哋，幾好幾好幾好幾好！哈哈哈！歡樂咗啊！呢度即刻。 Stay in the light。估唔到係咁樣個 band 友。哇！死晒！點解佢個農場可以搞到咁？冇講大話，頭先嗰兩個阿伯。哇！哇！避唔到。我頂我死咗。頂。哇！死晒。Rock and roll！ 應該叫埋嗰兩個阿伯過嚟夾 band。消失晒。完咗首歌，原來就係、原來嗰兩個阿伯係真嘅。
That was awesome! Right Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
呢啲咪似係即係呢個作家寫嘅嘢咯，我覺得係咪先？我都用唔晒啲子彈喎，話時話。仲有剩添 ，nice， 果然好歡樂，我死咗係咪？因為有支大電筒喎，原來，唉，而家先至攞到。不過唔緊要啦，頭先夠使啦，放晒煙花嗰個位。去安德森兄弟個房子，即係嗰兩個阿伯個 band 友嗰度，佢嘅屋企。我隻紙牌仲喺度。
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
上面有粒掣要撳喎，睇嚟要斬下燈呢個位。呢度上去。跳啊！哇！跳一下啫嘛，做咩嘢？
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right.
鬼無聊。
Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
哦，北歐神話啲圖。
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
We all spend a third of our dreams in that soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and
Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs.
夜傳。
Tonight's episode. Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the
dreamscape,
only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh.
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm
clock.
鬧鐘響啦。It's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
咁究竟佢係咪想講我而家喺個夢度啊？即係話都唔知係咪啊！而家都唔知，又好似唔係咁樣。冇得踎低嘅，冇。上去，乜我冇校光咩隻 game？ 即係咁鬼暗。
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked,
我哋會見到啲畫面，
hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning.
掛隻
Their
眼出嚟
souls have
喎。
power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
整咗佢哋。
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
哎，有電掣啦，揾到。撞出去，咁啊開咗對門啦。 75年熱絕巡迴演唱會喎，勁喎！嗰兩位阿伯勁嘢嚟喎，係吓？做咩啊？我而家盞燈好勁嘅喎，OK 啊！我都進化咗，我覺得自己。哇！邊度？哇！瞬移啊！呢個會。哇！點打呢個？兩槍，兩個獵槍搞掂啦，兩下。我都睇下有冇嘢執先。我會電死嘅呢個。阿 Barry 去咗邊度 ？Barry， 就聽到佢把聲，唔知佢去邊度。喂！哇！頂咁多人！哇！放煙花咁啊！架車震下震下咁喎，呢啲唔算係光咩？其實我唔知點解想射佢，佢整咗出嚟。想行喺車嗰度住先。好啦，應該。哦，我見到佢喺嗰度啊 ，baby。喺嗰度，但我都要兜個圈過去。呢邊咩嚟㗎？
Wow, those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
頭先佢影住呢個桶係咪真係要我做啲乜嘢？啲踢 OK。哦，好鬼黑啊！呢度。
Be careful, Al.
我佢俾散彈槍我，但係我冇散彈槍。哇！嚇死人咩？
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
匿埋喺度，嚇死人！之後再上去。 強力提，我已經係嘅喎。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night. I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
會播呢個。
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Wow, 勁多補給品。 睇嚟又要打過啦！誒我咩事？
Got to be kidding me！
嚇！哇！呢架車點搞？哇！頂你個肺！ 喂，碌死晒佢哋啦！ 佢避先，啱啊，碌死佢哋。但呢架車點搞佢啊？都係照佢啊！哇！咁都唔係即死，我以為即死添。哇！黐線，剪過咗我哋，淨係俾人。頂呢架車可唔可以打死佢先啊？被剪過了。用個信號彈射佢添。哎呀，黐線佬！喂，一齊死啊！一齊死啊！咁樣。哇！一粒搞掂喎！哇，仲有。哇！打完架車仲有人，咦？呢個普通大佬，咦？好似好勁咁樣喎！兩個獵槍搞掂啦，兩下。係 OK， 勝在資源夠多而家我，好彩兜多幾個圈頭先上咗山頭執咗好多嘢。而家有突啊！而家啲嘢。我閃光彈添喎，而家有。嚟啦，到啦，開唔到門嘅。唔係呢度咩？唔係呢度，呢邊啊。我咪揸架車撞佢。都開唔到喎。啊？去邊啊？哦，呢度。我頭先佢嗰間屋度，佢開。咩啊？打緊字試下咩剪下啦，未打完剪死咗。我都唔係即刻死嘅，佢係剪幾下先死。我以為一下死啊頭先。
Al? Is that you? I had to find a key to get Barry out.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
咁煩，誒呢度有鎖匙。喂，唔好斬燈啦，開着佢啦，不如。歌文使唔使麻煩嘅呢個人？
Hey, let's go, man.
啊！你又開到對門嘅唔通？
we're gonna have to work together to open this gate out.
OK， 一齊開。
It's pretty heavy.
OK。
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
到啦，係咪撳掣開
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
喂，有電鋸喎。誒 ，Oh God! Know the truth. 我咪直接行入去。有冇使唔使執下嘢先咧？又好似有一排冇嘢執咁樣咯，覺得自己。
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
又係 fuse。哇！有舞台喺度已經。
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
佢呢個暴風雨咁耐都未打到嚟，點解？講咗好耐咯，已經。
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
係咪即係就嚟知道真相啦？係咪真係？咁即係咪？
Come on now, let's get the lights on, huh?
幫手揾啊，得個講字。哇！呢喺間房度，即刻播歌。
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light?
Lady of the Light.
That's gotta be, what's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
就點啦？你將要是巫婆嘅小鎖匙，揾嘅光明之旅喎。
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
佢間屋嘅安全㗎啦，咁就暴風雨其實我 ready 好耐，天順太慢。
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, God damn it.
個姿態嚟嘅喎。
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff?
I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
嗰個似牌成日覺得我以為有個人喺度，都仲未落雨，瞓唔到啊佢，有幻覺，做咩啊？望到自己紙牌。透明。哦，佢又翻去嗰個時候發緊夢，咁煩呀？咦？咦？我係隻鬼嚟嘅喎而家。哦，我睇翻。
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared.
我而家第三身翻自己記憶度，睇到自己。
I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
咁點咧？我而家係隻鬼嚟嘅而家。我咪行入去啊！照，究竟發生咩事咧？嗰時我就係咁樣入咗嚟啦，我跌咗落水啦，已經。
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
咦？我上翻嚟。
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
點樣捉到佢咧？
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Huh?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes. The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
跟住咧，我唔要行落嚟啊！有得行落嚟啊！原來我冇咯。家做咩？天信應該去飲嘅水，飲啦，差唔多飲啦。
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
即係呢一個巫婆喺度控制咗我。
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
咁都冇事。哦，所以先佢冇咗嗰啲記憶就係呢度開始，呢個記憶就開始翻嚟。
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
哦，完啦，一集。第4集完啦，我哋今日完到喎，今晚原來都。我就諗住未必完到啦，因為我覺得上集好長喎，上集係。咁即係佢其實佢原本係佢係寫咗嗰個人出嚟救佢喎，如果係咁講，即係話佢寫嘅嘢係現實化咗喎。而家佢咁講嘅話。佢係俾人哋俾一個巫婆控制咗，但係佢保留咗有少少意識，然後特登喺寫作裏邊揾咗個人去救佢喎，照光佢，令到佢可以醒翻，離開翻嗰間屋度。咁佢而家係逃錯出嚟喎，哦，所以嗰個巫婆想揾翻佢，所以就好似上次唔知邊集巫婆咪出現過嘅。喺嗰個咖啡店度 ，cafe 嗰度，阿 Rose 嗰度，有人話辛苦晒啊！阿生話睇完未明噏乜喎？其實我都未明，不過照咁睇落去咯。但係而家就起碼，頭先佢啱啱講嗰度係我哋第一集開頭嚟嘅，第一集開頭咪就係佢老婆。跌咗落水， 跟住有呢個劇情，個老婆帶佢去間屋度，諗住幫佢攞到靈感啊嘛。之後就唔知點解發生咩事，佢老婆唔知點解，唔知俾邊個整咗落水定係點樣，跟住佢咪跳埋落水嘅，跟住佢就冇咗記憶啦，就去咗撞車嗰度啦。咁佢而家解釋翻撞車前發生咩事咯，即係佢已經知道自己係可以將寫作嘅嘢，即係佢寫嘅嘢係現實化咗喎。而家如果佢咁講嘅話，我唔知係咪咁嘅意思。佢咁樣講應該係啦，因為佢唔係現實化到啲嘢喎，佢揾唔到嗰個，見唔到嗰個潛水人係咪啊？總之發晒光，又好似外星人都唔係外星人嚟嘅潛水衣，然後發晒光嗰個人嚟救佢啊！走咗嚟照燈都同佢照醒咗佢咯，類似咁嘅嘢啦。我感覺我諗佢 meaning 係咁啩，我冇 get 錯啩？人形紙牌好出戲。係啊，寫咩都會現實化。死亡筆記啲 friend 類似都唔知咧。佢話冇解釋得咁清楚嗰個 rules 係乜嘢，不過佢大概嘅意思係咁樣。係啊，咁下集應該再講佢點樣嚟嘅。咁究竟而家佢嘅劇情係寫好咗定係未寫呢？究竟我都唔知啊，真係。定係唔係佢寫咧？已經，我哋咪平時執到好多原稿嘅，嗰個原稿究竟係咪佢寫嘅咧？究竟係唔知啦，已經。好，今晚嚟到呢度啦，多謝大家收睇啦，我哋下次再見。OK， 多謝大家，好冇？我哋嚟到呢度啦，聽完未首歌？聽埋前首歌先。再見啦，飲水啦，我係飲水啦。早唞各位，多謝大家，拜拜，再見。飲水啦，飲水啦。